Hey guys, TheHaggardNerd here, and I want to share something a little bit different with you guys. Normally I do gaming and stuff on the channel, but there's a hobby that I've been involved with for the past, 5-6 years that I am excited to get back into. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do it for the past couple of years due to moving and stuff, but now that I've got the house, I've got an area to work, I can now officially get back into cider making. So what I want to do is create a playlist, a series that I update just every so often when I start working on cider. To share with you guys the process from start to finish, batch by batch, just to kind of show you guys what's involved. And if it's something you're interested in doing, then maybe we can learn together. I could show you what I know at least. And if you guys have questions or stuff, you can ask them, and I'll do my best to share, my experiences and such. I'm no pro by any means, but I've been told that I make a pretty decent glass of cider. So I figure I could take you along with the journey, and it'd be a cool little experience for all of us, actually. So just a quick tour here. This is basically kind of like a, like a cellar in my house. It's like where the HVAC and like the hot water heater and everything is. But it's a nice kind of little open area in this corner here that we've made into a workroom. And as you can see behind me, I have my tools. I have all kinds of stuff up there that I use to make my cider. Off camera over there, I got a nice double stainless steel sink. I have my storage over here. You can't see it, it's below there. I've got some storage. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6-gallon carboys of stuff that's been sitting for about 2 years, mellowing out and aging and smoothing out. Got my glass bottles, I got my ingredients, I got my sweeteners and my clarifying agents over there. I got some filters and stuff like that over on the top side there. Just off camera here, you can't actually see it. I've got a 24-gallon conical fermenter that's made of high-density polyurethane. It's dense plastic is what it is, and that keeps oxygen from getting into the cider, which is very important. But we can talk about that later. But yeah, this is the work area. This is a work in progress. What I'm going to do is, since I haven't really messed with cider in a couple of years, I figured it'd be really good to get started with a single gallon of cider, which I've already purchased. I picked that up at Earth Fair, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So we're gonna get started with that 1 gallon of cider, and I'll walk you through that process, start to finish, all the way from pitching the yeast and before, all the way to kegging and taste testing, and going through the process of what it's going to take to make a good batch of cider and to correct any issues that we may come across during the fermentation process. So just kind of a good note, when you're making cider, it's best to avoid issues rather than having to correct issues. So starting off with a good process and kind of understanding what it takes to make good cider is very important. So trying to get ahead of the game and make sure that the yeast is all happy and all your conditions are proper and everything are invaluable to making a great, clean tasting cider. So let's go ahead and get started with that first gallon and see how that goes.